What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. In 2021, Fulton County had a district attorney by the name of Mr. Paul Howard. And Paul Howard had some serious charges leveraged against him. There was a lawsuit comprised of 4 men and 4 women in which attorney Paul Howard faced accusations of sexual harassment and creating a hostile work environment. I want to play the clip of which was the ending of that, and we're going to come back.
Begin with a story we have been following all week. Good evening. Welcome to Fox 5 News at 5. I'm Tom Haynes.
And I'm Courtney Bryant. The verdict is in. A federal jury has decided former Fulton County District Attorney Paul Howard did not sexually harass a county employee. The decision coming after just under 2 hours of deliberations. Fox 5's Eric Perry has been following the trial for us. He's live tonight outside the federal courthouse with the details. Eric?
Yeah, Courtney, Tom, happy Friday to both of you. The 8 men and 4 women of the jury came back with the decision of no after deliberating for a couple of hours whether the top former Fulton County District Attorney Paul Howard sexually harassed a former employee of the county, Kathy Carter. Now, after that decision was announced, the defense team could be seen high-fiving, laughing, obviously happy and pleased with this decision. They did not want to make a statement or go on camera. The plaintiff, Kathy Carter, rushed out of the courtroom. She told her team that it was all good. Her lawyer told me that she wanted her day in court in front of a jury, and that's exactly what she was able to get today. Of course, that's not the decision they wanted. Let's take you inside the courtroom from this morning. Before the jury deliberated, former Fulton County DA Paul Howard continued testimony on the witness stand. The defense then called 2 witnesses, Ronnie Dixon, who worked as a deputy district attorney in 2019, and Lynn Moore Nelson, who was Howard's chief of staff at the time Carter worked there. They both testified that Carter was having issues when it came to coming to work on time, and they say she was placed on an improvement plan. Nelson says Carter was to report and sign into her office every day, and that was from a directive of Howard. Carter's lawyers argue that it showed Howard was abusing his power, as no one else in the Fulton County District Attorney's office had to do a thing. Now, when it came to closing arguments, the prosecution emphasized the character of Paul Howard and that this man was a person of power. They also said that he pressed her for sex. The defense says Carter was not offended and was involved in making comments, even bringing up explicit text message that Carter sent to Howard on an occasion. Ultimately, the jury decided with Paul Howard in this case here, coming back with the verdict in favor of Paul Howard and not Kathy Carter.
Now, Mr. Paul Howard even took the stand in his own defense. And when it came to the 2021 elections, albeit he was found not guilty, his opponent, Fani Willis, came out and campaigned with this.
Because they deserve a DA that won't have sex with his employees. Because they deserve a DA that won't put money in their own pocket when it should go to benefit children. Because we deserve better.
Now, this is interesting. And I always try to tell you black men to look at the signaling. Even though this man was found not guilty, okay? This was afterwards, right? And this is, you know, he got found not guilty in 2023. But she was pretty much hopping on the campaign that this man is sleeping with his co-workers. He's creating a hostile work environment in Fulton County. People don't deserve this. And he lost. He lost his seat. He went back to his firm as a civil rights attorney. But now we see Fani Willis, who hired her boyfriend, Nathan Wade. And of course, lied to the jury, lied on the date she started dealing with him. We saw the transactions. We saw how much she was allowing him to bill Fulton County and sign off on the money, even though the billing a lot of times didn't explain what was going on. And we know that Nathan Wade is not even trained in the sort of law that would be able to prosecute Trump. It's complete corruption. But Fani Willis was at a barbecue and officially had this to say. She's speaking out about it. Let's play the clip.
We're not going to miss or skip a beat because of all the noise or the distraction on one case. We're going to continue to do our work. I don't feel like my reputation needs to be reclaimed. Let's say it for the record. I'm not embarrassed by anything I've done. I guess my greatest crime is I had a relationship with a man, but that's not something that I find embarrassing in any way. And I know that I have not done anything that's illegal.
Now this is interesting, fellas. This is interesting. Okay? This is very interesting. Why is that? And this is what I want to talk about. When you look at what Fani Willis is doing, okay? She's saying, do as I say, don't do as I do. When it was her time for her to run for office, she was clapping back on bruh. All right? She was telling bruh, listen, we don't need somebody like you. Only to get in the office and do the same goddamn thing. And now she's saying, well, I don't see nothing wrong with what I did. I had a relationship with a man. Are you serious? Her ex-husband is talking about, Fani Willis, that her daughter is ashamed. Her daughter has been ashamed when all this information has come out about Fani Willis. And we got to be honest here. What they allowed her to do, and we see it here with Tiffany Henyard, and we see it with Latoya Cantrell, these women are out of control. All right? And there is a reason why. Because I'm going to tell you why. These migrants who are going to be coming over to America are going to have some structure in their communities, right? And I honestly believe that this inability to be accountable, to be able to get it together, see, other people are going to just go ahead on and figure it out. They're going to get us out of there, all right? And as long as you get Fani Willis and ladies like that who can deal with their black male counterparts, what's going to end up happening is you're going to disincentivize the men even more, because most men are going to deal with that. And I'll be honest, a lot of black women are not going to want to deal with that. And I'm going to tell you exactly what is going to continue to happen. Black America is going to continue to completely crumble and crumble and crumble. People are going to continue to not like each other more. And then pretty soon, you think it's wild right now. In 20 years, you'll think this is a conservative time. That's how bad it's going to be. That's how terrible it's going to be in black America. Right? No level of accountability at all. No level of responsibility at all. And to go back out there, like you seen the same thing with Tiffany Henyard. The lady can go out there and say on camera, you know what? I don't have a charity. Then we can go and find the clip that says, I got a charity. I started the charity. And then act like people are supposed to accept that. And I'm telling you, a lot of the people, a lot of these poor countries are criticized because dictators want to keep people dumb just so they can vote. I reckon the same thing is happening in black America. The people want to keep folks in a situation where, well, listen, what she doing ain't that bad. It's to lower the voter standards, to accept anything. And do you know who gets hurt the most? I'll tell you, black America gets hurt the most because they don't feel like they need to do anything for you as a constituent. There is no way that a person can do that in public office and have respect for their constituency. They can't. They can't do that and like you, okay? They can't do that and care about you. There is no way that happens and somebody likes you. You can't even take that serious, okay? At all. So black voters keep voting for people like this. You're voting for you to get played. They're gonna steal money, do everything. And all you gotta say is, well, I'm a black woman. Y'all hating on me because I'm a woman. When all they wanna do is do whatever they wanna do. In the case of Fani Willis and Tiffany Henyard. And the people that suffer, I'm gonna tell you, are usually black women themselves. That's who suffers. So guys, it's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Joe. I appreciate you for all you do, Sir Bell. We're out.